For about 5 years now, it's like ever since I turned like 15, pretty much, I'm 18 now, I just started to like see all that childhood feeling, that happiness, I guess bliss go away. And it's just lingered with me for so long. And like for a good year, I was like, it's just me, I'm like depressed or something. And then, you go online and you see all these people talk about like nostalgia and like, scrolling TikTok, there's like nostalgia core and everything. It's just like, it's weird because like I know other people feel the same way, and it's like, why does it have to be so negative? Why is it so negative? And it's a really weird topic because there's not like a defined way to put it. And so for the past year I've really dealt with that feeling of like that part of my life is over, and it's like I've kind of felt like a loser because I'm reflecting on something that was forever ago. Me being 10 years old when I was a kid, being nostalgic, being sad that I'm growing up. And there's just, I don't know, no one really knows where that feeling comes from. And I feel like I finally figured it out like 3 months ago. And it happened when I was driving to work. And I guess it happened like two times. But I was driving to work and I had music playing. And I normally have a YouTube video, so that kind of would cause me to overthink. Just in general, just watching a video. And I was sitting there and I was like listening to the music and I was kind of calming down. And I knew that that day at work was going to be easy. And I wasn't thinking about anything and I was only paying attention to the road. And I started to calm down. That feeling, that anxiety is really what I think it is, slipped away for like just the 20 minutes of that car ride. And I felt my shoulders finally stop. They stopped tensing. My neck stopped tensing. And I just felt better about myself. I felt better in general about how my day was going to go, how I felt. And it was like all that negative nostalgia is what I'll say went away in that minute, in that 5 minute, 20 minute little endeavor. I can't even tell you how long it really was because it flashed by. It was like I was calm. And I realized in that moment when I got out of my car, okay, I realized I was like, now I'm going to work, now I'm paying attention. And I was like, why was that car ride different from any other car ride where I'm all over the place? I feel terrible. I feel anxious. And I realized it's because I was pretty much accidentally meditating to an extent. And I'm not going to sit here and preach meditation purely as the perfect answer, but what I am saying is anxiety causes these issues that we have so subtly, right? You don't realize that you're anxious throughout the day. You don't realize like a lot of people have these chronic anxiety issues, me included, where, just walking, I can't stop thinking. You're constantly anxious. Your shoulders are tight. Right now, like when you're watching this video, are your shoulders tight? Is your neck tight? That's a symptom. That's a like telltale sign that you are chronically stressed, right? And I just feel like so many people, we have this negative feeling towards growing up because growing up made us anxious. And today's world is so easy to have these anxiety issues. It's strange almost, but for me, I realized I need to calm down. I'm stressed. No wonder I want to be a kid again. There was no stress. It's like I don't know how to manage my stress. I'm tired and I'm anxious and it's making me depressed. And I was like, I felt like this for 5 years. I'm done. I don't want to feel like this anymore. And I think, if you're this far in the video, you understand what I'm talking about. And I don't think you want to feel that way either. I'm done thinking about, well, how great Minecraft was, when I was like 5 years old. It's like, yeah, dude, but I also want to be happy now. I'm kind of sick of thinking like when I was 8 years old, that was peak. Now I get to work and die. I'm sick of feeling that way. So I want to talk about, and I want to help you guys because I've really subsided that feeling and that stress. I still struggle with it sometimes, so I'm not the perfect, example, but I really hope that some of the things I'm about to say help you. Here's something you can probably do like right now. Just close your eyes and breathe and just focus on your breath. It seems dumb, but if you just focus on that and you do that for 5 minutes, 3 minutes, a minute, you're going to focus more now. I know it sounds stupid. You might look goofy, but the more that you try, the more you'll get out of stuff like that. A lot of athletes do that before they get in a game. Everyone says, take a deep breath, take a deep breath. It's to make you focus and to get rid of the anxiety in that moment. That goes for, this negative nostalgia pretty much, right? It makes feeling and being an adult not so difficult anymore because you're fighting that feeling now. Now that feeling is being pushed down for even a minute. That feeling is gone. And what you're doing is you're exercising your brain to fight that negative feeling, to push away that anxiety. Do what I just said for 5 minutes every day. That's step number one, actionable step. If you can't carve out 5 minutes, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Carve out 5 minutes when you're getting in the shower, when you're in the car, when you're waiting to clock into your shift in your car, in the break room. It doesn't matter. You don't look weird, okay? No one's paying attention anyways. Number two, when is the last time that you literally sat down and said, I have nothing to do today? When you were a kid, we never did anything, okay? Like, you got home from school, you played video games. You got home from school, you ate, you took a nap. Like something. When you were 5 years old, you had not a care in the world. Now, I know you're thinking like, well, now I'm an adult, I pay bills, or now I'm an adult and I actually have shit to do. So my counteraction to that, the way that I counter that is, it's not about not having something to do, but it is about giving yourself nothing to do, okay? When you're done with everything, you probably keep doing more. You give yourself busy work, okay? That's bad. When you're home and everything's done, you've gotten your tasks done, and you have 8 hours before you're about to go to bed or something, that's your rest time. It's time to take a break. Our brains were not meant to run on these crazy schedules where we scroll and watch YouTube videos, then we go to work, and then we eat. It's like you're frying your dopamine 24/7. Give yourself a break. You're going to be anxious when your brain can't stop thinking because you never give it time to stop thinking. You need to carve out time in your day to calm down. And I'm now realizing a lot of why we feel so negative about adulthood, a lot of the reasons that we feel so negative in life is because we don't do anything kids do. When we were younger, we had time to calm down. It was unnegotiable. Your family's always like, something like that. You need to negotiate that time in your life now. You need to calm down. You need to take those deep breaths. You need to have the hours off. You need to take Sunday off. And I promise you, if you follow some of these rules, it will help you in the long run. It's helped me. I've been doing it for like 3 months now. And, I think I've cracked the code a little bit on, whenever I watch a video and it's nostalgia based or something, right? Like, it doesn't automatically shoot me in my feelings and it's like, okay, oh, my life sucks now. Get rid of that doomer mindset. You know what I mean? Give yourself time to take a break. Be a kid again. Hop on video games for once. You know what I mean? There's all this stuff now where everyone's talking about self-improvement. And it's like, that's great, dude. But you don't have time to take a break. You're not taking a break. You're not giving yourself time to calm down. What is self-improvement when you can't feel the fruits of your labor, right? What's the point in doing anything in life if you never get to sit down and enjoy it? So I'm not giving you the pass to just freaking destroy your life and goon on the game all day. But give yourself 6 hours. Give yourself 8 hours of sleep. You know what I mean? I feel like that goes without saying, obviously. Like, make sure you're at least resting enough. Make sure you're eating something that makes you feel good, Make sure you're drinking enough water. Half of the time when we feel like crap, this is a little unrelated, but like half the time we feel terrible, you probably need 2 glasses of water, an apple, and like a steak. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, half of the time when I'm like anxious, I'm freaking out, I'm tired, it's like, dude, you got shitty sleep last night, you're thirsty, and you're hungry. Conquer those. Conquer what you can control, and surely you will flourish, right? Like, pay attention to what you can do now. That is what I have done to get rid of this feeling where I don't feel like a kid and I hate my life and all these things. And it's like, you don't have to feel like that anymore. It's just the world has conditioned you to be that way. I hope this video helped someone. I'm trying to make my videos better. I know I ramble quite a bit. I'm trying to make it to where my editing process is simpler. So I would really enjoy and I would love if you guys left a like, subscribe, something to grow this channel. If you've stayed this long, which I see that no one stays this long, that would be awesome. So if you did, thank you. Have a good day. Bye.